What is up, everybody? I am Ori, and we are here with what I think is going to be one of the best Survivor games on the market when this comes out tomorrow. I've been playing this game. I got early access to the 1.0 release. They do have a prologue and demo version of this game, so you may have already seen this and played this a little, but we have the full version now, and I've been kind of grinding everything out, trying to unlock as much as I can. So in today's video, we're gonna do kind of an overview of what this game has to offer, and then we'll run through one of the stages and kind of show off how it plays. So this game, it's like any other, survival game. We're gonna be running around, we're gonna be getting different characters, we're gonna be unlocking achievements and new abilities and things like that. We're going to be leveling up our spells. We're going to be doing meta progression stuff, but this game does it in a really cool way. So you can see there's currently 48 things to unlock. I have a little more than half of them. Let's show off. I want to show off, I think, what the coolest thing about this is, and this is kind of like the level up map. So you can see I even kept the tutorials on just for you guys, so we can show all these when these pop up. So whenever you unlock a new thing, it's gonna say like new. Whenever you can upgrade an ability or a character, there's the buy. So what you can do is there's all these different characters. So you can see we have like Claire, we have Nick, who is Nikolai Tesla. We have Anita, we have like Cleo. And then there's a bunch of other characters that we don't necessarily have unlocked. But every single one of these characters has stats that you can upgrade. Every weapon has some stats that you can upgrade. It doesn't let you upgrade every stat. I think it's more or less what the weapon or character kind of specializes in that it lets you upgrade. So like for instance, on this one we can just upgrade critical chance. This one we can just upgrade knockback. This one we can do like duration, so like the poison will stay out there longer. So a lot of things like that, like damage cooldown. We can upgrade pretty much like all these spells though. And then all the characters, they have things you can upgrade, like their health, healing, weapon stats. And the cool thing, I think what I like most about this game is every character starts off with a weapon that you can evolve into a legendary version. So I upgraded, I've been playing Claire a lot because I like her as a character. I think she's really great, but she starts off with a boomerang, and I've upgraded this to the legendary edition, which is the anti-boomerang. So whenever we shoot out like a boomerang in one direction, we're gonna shoot an anti-boomerang in the opposite direction. So you just get boomerangs going everywhere. So every character will start off with some sort of weapon that you can evolve into a legendary edition. They'll all do different types of things. Like he'll start off with a Tesla coil, and then the lightnings won't stop hitting. With his flail, like you'll do double damage if you get hit. And then with hers, like I said, the anti-boomerang. And then every single character has a special ability. So on top of having a weapon that they specialize in, they also get a special ability, and that's really cool too. This is why this game is so awesome. I love it. And so Claire, she gets a doppelganger. So we can so I think it's different for every character, but with her, every 100 kills, we can drop a doppelganger, and this acts as a decoy. So any enemies on the map will basically just run to your decoy, and they'll run around it, and then you can just either run away or you can try to kill as many of these clumped up enemies as you want. So on top of having this ability, you can upgrade it even more. So I can upgrade the duration by 1 second. You need these kind of rare resources though. You can see up here, there's 4 different types of resources. There's your metals that you need to collect. I think they're called Damascus stones. You have gold, and then you have hearts, and then you have these time stones. You get these all by playing the game. Gold it kind of goes in order of right to left on easiest to get. Gold is obviously the easiest. These stones you can get, which I'll show you how you get these when we play the game. They spawn in very kind of specific locations. The hearts you get by killing bosses and things like that. And then time stones, you can get these by doing special events in the game, which are kind of hard. And so this is how you unlock these. And so every different ability and upgrade kind of has a different way to do it. Like a lot of the weapons require the stones. Some of these huge upgrades, let me see. See, I think I have Claire. So like if I want to upgrade her health to max, I need to use a time stone now. Before it was just gold. So if you want to max things out, you need to start grinding some of these harder to gather resources. And so there's a lot to do in this game. It's really, really cool. And so like, let's go over some of the characters. Like Nikolai Tesla, he gets this giant electrode that you put on the ground, and then it like creates these electrical chains between you and the tower, and it'll shock everybody. Anita, she gets a devastating bomb explosion. It's so cool. We have Nero, and she gets boots of fire, which leaves like a trail of fire, which we can upgrade. I really want to see what this one does. I haven't done it yet, but if you close a loop, it'll flood it with fire. So that seems really cool. I want to try that out. And I just unlocked Ned, so I haven't really had a chance to try him yet. But he can do dash with prehistoric agility and avoid bullets. I think that's... Oh, and we have Cleo. Cleo's a kind of a unique character too, because she'll start off with she has a pet. She has a pet that runs with her and will attack automatically. So you can upgrade her pet. That's kind of like her ultimate ability. This game also has levels that you can unlock. And then, I know we're talking a lot here, but I really love doing these game overview stuff because they make me so excited. So every level we can unlock game modes. So you can, I think this is the first level, the Dark Age. We can unlock like a ghost mode. So all enemies will be harder to see. You can unlock night mode, and so it's basically really dark and you only have that small light. Or you can upgrade turbo mode, which makes the game a lot faster. And then last but not least, before we actually jump into the game, there is levels that are side scrollers. They play like those old school like shooting games. So you're basically just a side scroller. Like your character is flying. They're flying through the air. We'll do a video on this next, probably. We're not going to do it in this video because I want to show off the actual game mode. But it's pretty cool and it's pretty creative. Okay, so we're going to be playing as Claire just because she's my strongest character and I really like her ability. I like her doppelganger. So let's jump into the gameplay now. Okay, so we're going to run Claire. These are all the characters I obviously have unlocked. These are the ones I don't have unlocked yet. We're slowly working on it, so hopefully we get those guys soon. But Claire is the only character in this game that I think isn't supposed to be a historical figure. She's kind of like the protagonist for the game that they just made up. She's kind of like the cover art character too. Like you can't see her in it right now, but she's our cover character behind this. Okay. So we have 3 levels unlocked. I have officially beat the Dark Age. I haven't beat these other ones yet. We come close. I haven't played the side-scrolling one a lot yet because I've been mostly playing these ones so I could grind out gold and stuff. But let's run the Dark Age. See, it even has a cool like loading screen because it'll show you what like it'll give you a portrait of what map you're doing and then your character. Okay, so you can see we have our boomerangs. Again, these are all the tutorial stuff. I kept these on just so I could show you guys, but we can click like don't show again. But it'll tell you what your character is. It'll tell you what starting weapon you have, and then it'll give you a description of what your ability is. So, and then it teaches you how to play. It's a pretty cool, neat idea. We're gonna keep these on for just a little bit though. The boomerang is a great weapon, but I don't think it's a great starting weapon because, it fires in random directions. And so it makes it kind of hard to gather resources sometimes. Okay, so bottom left corner, you can see we have an arrow. It's kind of like a compass. This is pointing us to a relic. that we want to collect. These relics, okay, so it's telling us right here. The relic compass, the arrow in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, is a powerful artifact that always points towards the closest relic shrine. Follow the relic compass to confront the relic curse and gain additional powers. Additionally, Damascus steel is often found around the relic shrines. So those were one of the items I was telling you about that we want to try to collect. So these things right here, these swords. We're not going to be able to really destroy these right now because I only have these boomerangs and they're not going to be great for destroying this. So we'll need to get a little bit more powerful before we do this. We're definitely going to take Fireball. I love the Fireball. I think the Fireballs are really good. And so let's go see what this shrine is, or this relic. So here's the relic right here. So when we destroy this thing, we're gonna get an option to kind of take on a curse, and then when we absolve the curse, we get a huge power up. So let's take the yo-yo. Okay, and here's our decoy. So there's our decoy. You're gonna see all the enemies are gonna start running towards it. So basically every enemy on the map will just path right to it. We can make it pretty strong in a little bit because there are options to level it up within the game. The yo-yo is kind of a cool weapon too because it's actually like a physics-based weapon. So if I can get it going like in a circle if I move my character around like with its trajectory. Pretty sweet. Okay, so now here's the relics. We're going to choose your reward wisely. For each benefit comes a curse. So sometimes there's two options, sometimes there's only one. This one's actually kind of good. So if we kill 300 or more enemies, for the curse to be lifted, we have to kill 300 more enemies, but until then, all enemies will be barely visible as ghosts. And then our reward is the Mortician's max health is going to be reduced by 30%. The Mortician is going to be the final boss. So if you're at a point to where you don't think you can make it to the final boss, probably not worth taking this. We're going to take it though, because I think I've cleared this once and it was with a Mortician with this reward. So I think it's definitely worth it. Okay, I think we're going to reroll these. Although Red Leech isn't bad. I like the idea of stealing health. I've never actually used this one yet though, but I want to make sure that I get kind of a different weapon. Because we can only have 4 abilities right now. Okay, we'll go with the Fireball. I kind of want to get the Flail because I really like the Flail. We only have 1 reroll left though. Okay, let's do Fireball again. Okay, so we took on the curse, so you can see like all these enemies are kind of really hard to see now. But we only have to kill 300, so it's really not that hard to do. This is kind of one of the easier ones to do. Okay, so we're gonna take the Flail because I really like the Flail. Okay, so now we kind of have enough to start killing these. So let's kind of start destroying these so we can get other resources. See, so now we'll drop the steel. Where were the other ones up here? So even if you don't want to get the relics, because sometimes they're not really that good. Sometimes they're hard. They're really hard to absolve the curse. So I definitely wouldn't recommend taking them all the time, but you definitely want to go there, and so you can at least get the steel, because getting the steel is worthwhile. So you can see I have 2 weird yo-yos now. That's because I picked the extra projectile one. It's pretty cool. So now we're gonna get 3 yo-yos. You can do some really fun builds with this game. See, you can see how much easier we destroy these things now. So let's get our steel. So see, now we have 7 steel. So you definitely want to grind these out. So now we're going to go to where the compass tells us our next one is. And we'll head up there. This game has all the stuff other Survivor games has. You know, it'll trap you in. The rats, they drop level up crates and gold for you, so very important to kill those. I would kill them anytime they show up because they drop a good amount of gold too, and they drop, like I said, a level up chest for us. So let's do boomerang. So see, we got 320 gold, and then we got an ability level up. If it's not obvious, apples heal. These gold nuggets give you gold. Okay, let's do life. Let's get extra life. Okay, so you can see now that we're getting close to the next relic that you start seeing these Damascus stones. Oh, okay, so here's one of the things. We're gonna get a tutorial's gonna pop up a time circle. So time circles will appear suddenly around you during the game. Try to avoid the time guardians, the purple-red flying pests, as they are nearly invincible. You cannot kill them. If you're up for the challenge, you must survive inside the circle long enough for the arrow to complete its rotation. If you complete the challenge, you will be rewarded with a valuable in-item currency, a time crystal. So these are really important to do, but they're also pretty hard depending on where you are in the game because they kind of show up randomly. And it's a little hard to see, but you can see those little purple butterflies on the screen. You can't kill them. They're going to be flying around and you have to try your hardest to dodge them while you're fighting all these other enemies. So you can see we're getting hit every time they fly by me. So you have to stay in the circle. If you run out of the circle, the time's going to start going backwards. And it goes pretty quickly, so you can't really leave it for too long. Right now we're kind of in a good spot though, because I think because we didn't get like a huge spawn with us. Although these guys are going to be actually really annoying. These guys shooting these yellow projectiles at us. So we're going to take a lot of hits here, but I think we're going to be able to survive this. It gets harder later on in the game too, just all depends on how powerful you are. But I recommend doing these if you're able to. So we completed it, and now we're gonna get a time crystal. Time crystals are super important because you need these to level up your abilities. Okay, we're gonna focus a lot on boomerang because I want to get that to its legendary status. Okay, so now here we can upgrade our ability. I think it's every 15 levels. I'm not 100% sure. But you can see we have kind of like a tree. So we can do duration 3 seconds or 10% less kills. So it takes 100 kills to get our doppelganger. If we do this, it'll just lower that down to 90. Usually what I like to do is I like to do the 10% less kill, and then on the next one I'll take the extra 5 seconds, and then for the final one I'll take the all hits are critical while doppelganger is active. So if you wanted to, you could do like duration 3. Let's actually try that. So we'll do like the extra duration. We'll do duration 3, duration 5. And then we'll do all hits are critical while the doppelganger is active. This is why I like this character so much, because it's really strong having everything be critical for 8 seconds. That's really, really powerful. Okay, so now we get to select a relic again. Choose your reward wisely. For each benefit comes with a curse. One of them is you must break 10 more bases. Until then, the speed and size and damage of your weapons will be halved. But it's going to increase all power-up durations by 5 seconds. We haven't seen any yet, but there are power-up pickups. I don't necessarily know if I want to spoil all of them, but one of them's like a magnet. One of them's a magnet. One of them is sort of a I guess it's like a frenzy attack. All your abilities basically have no cooldowns and you just go ham on everybody. And then there's another one that's really cool, which I guess I'll kind of leave as a surprise. It's not like, don't get super excited, but it is kind of cool. So we can either do that one, or we can do, you must collect 5 gold nuggets. Until then, any vase you break that does not contain a nugget will spawn a golden gargoyle. The golden gargoyles are they're really strong. And then our reward is going to be only when you are about to die, you lose gold instead of HP. This I actually don't want to do because I don't want to lose gold. So this one's not super hard. I think we can break 10 vases kind of quickly. So I think we'll take this one. You can pass too, which is good. So if you don't want any of these, you can just pass. But you can see now all our abilities and stuff is tiny. So we need to go find some vases and hope that we don't die. Okay, let's do the flail again. Okay, so here's the vase. So we're just gonna like run around as best as we can and destroy these. There's another one down here. This is why the decoy's a really good ability too, so because it basically keeps all of these guys off of us for a little bit. Okay, so let's do the ammo again. Okay, so here's another vase. Here's another one. Okay, we only need to do 3 more. I really like this idea though, of being cursed and then getting more powerful. It definitely leads to some tough decisions sometimes, and if it's worth it. And I guess it just depends where you are in the game too. Okay, I think this is it too. Okay, so we purged it. So now all these pickups that we get, they're gonna last 5 seconds longer. Not the most insane power up, but it is beneficial, and it was an easy task to do, so not that big of a deal. Okay, let's keep doing our boomerang. This game just plays so good. It just plays so good. It's such a good game. There is an issue though. I think since I'm not sure if this is how it works, but since we completed 2 relics, I don't know if we can get more. I've kind of noticed that, so I think we might be capped out now since we have 2 relics. I think you can upgrade those. I think there is a character option where you can upgrade your relics. So now we're not going to see anymore. So that is a thing that you have to pay attention to. You can only get 2 relics. We got the first one we got is the one that's going to decrease the final boss's health. And then we got the one that all our abilities are going to be 5 seconds longer. Okay, let's do those. I love the decoy though. Every enemy just goes straight towards it. And then if you're super strong, you can just kind of hang around your decoy and just kill them all. There's power-ups too, to where you can have it show where the relics are all the time. Fortunately, oh, here's another one of these time. We're gonna try to do this. I'm gonna hang out in here for a little bit and see how it goes. Okay, let's do fireballs. This one doesn't seem like it's gonna be too bad for us. I just hope I don't jinx it though, because watch, all of a sudden we're gonna get these huge spawns. I think a combination of, from what I've played so far, I think a combination of the fireballs, flails, and boomerangs have been my favorite. They provide a lot of good AoE, they provide a lot of good damage. So I think that's been my favorite. And then whatever my force spell is, I guess I kind of go back and forth. I picked the yo-yo because I think it's a fun ability to kind of show off. Okay, we haven't really taken any passives yet. I'm not really sure what passes I'm waiting for. I guess we could do this one. Bigger shots, bigger impact, bigger destruction. Yeah, that's a fine one. That's just gonna make everything a little bit bigger. Okay, so here's the boss. You definitely want to kill the bosses. They're gonna drop a ton of gold for you, but they also drop those hearts. And like everything in this game, you need things to upgrade your abilities, and the hearts are one of the rare commodities that you can only, I think you can only get them from bosses. Okay, let's do the projectile size again. Each stage has different bosses too, which is cool. Each stage is actually very unique in terms of enemies too. We have a prehistoric age where you actually fight dinosaurs. Pretty sweet. All right, let's do the flails again. Okay, so let's do the 5 extra seconds. Okay, so this guy's almost dead. So he's about to drop a ton of gold. And then he drops, see, he drops this big heart. You definitely want to make sure you grab the heart. Let's see, we have one more passive, but I usually like to take the extra wealth just because you're going to get like 10-20% extra gold, and that's really good for when you're trying to grind. But I think we'll take the, we'll think about that last passive. Okay, so you want to grab your heart. You grab the guardian heart. Then you kind of got to run around and grab all this gold. They don't make it easy to get, that's for sure. I guess if you had extra magnet range or something, I assume that probably helps with the gold. Okay, let's do the max HP. We're just gonna kind of hang out here and grind for a second. Okay, let's do the boomerang. We'll do, oh, here we go. So here's our activate legendary evolution, the anti-boomerang. So now you'll see we're gonna shoot out boomerangs in basically the opposite direction. It's really powerful. All right, let's do the flail. Oh, here's another time one. We're gonna try to stay here. I think we'll be okay for right now. This game does have these DPS checks. You can see, let's do the max HP again. You can see that these guys, they'll swarm you. If you don't have enough DPS, you're not gonna be able to, you're kind of not gonna make it out of here. Oh no, did we step out? We stepped out for a second. So it does get, it does get difficult at points. So if you're not strong enough, the game's gonna tell you, okay, you're not strong enough, you're not making it out of here. And then you'll end up dying, and then you'll need to grind your way, keep grinding a little bit more. Okay, we still have one extra. We still have that one. Okay, so here's the like your killing frenzy. So you can see we just go absolutely nuts. Let's do the telescope. Sure, let's do the spinach. That'll increase our damage. let's do projectile size. We're gonna get a lot of level ups here. Each level is 20 minutes too, so they're not too long. So because of our relic we got, this is gonna last 5 seconds longer than it normally would. So at around, I think around, man, these are showing up a lot. I think around 18 minutes is when the last boss shows up. There's going to be another boss fight here soon where we're going to fight 2 of those Cerebrus dog type 3-headed monsters soon. I don't know the exact timing of all of these yet. It might be around 14 or 15 minutes. But there's going to be 2 of them. Oh, those guys did a lot of damage to me. Go see if we can find an apple. Okay, so here's the time. I don't think we're gonna stay in the time circle this time. I'm not at full health, and there's a lot of guys here right now. I don't want to risk taking too much damage and failing the level. What I really want to do is find an apple. This is kind of where you need to judge where you're at in the game. Do you feel safe doing one of those? Okay, we found another relic area. Once you fill up your relics, though, it doesn't really show you where they are. So let's walk around this area and see if we can find more of these stones. Okay, so now we're gonna do. Now we have kind of our ultimate upgrade. You can do once per second 20 damage to all nearby enemies, or you can do all hits. I think all hits are critical is better though. So we're gonna be doing all critical hits for 8 seconds. So you see we drop it. Now you're gonna see everything we do is critical. It just seems that that probably does a lot more damage than the extra 20 does. Okay, there's our apple. Okay, so here's the next boss. So we're just gonna fight 2 of these guys now. Drop your doppelganger so you do critical damage. What's nice about this ability too is it's based on kills. So you can see we killed 100 of these skeletons super quick. So we can put our ability up again almost right away. So you can kind of spam it. So just ton of gold. I wish I didn't have to run around and pick all of it up though. That's that can be a little bit annoying. But you want to make sure you get those hearts. And then here's kind of another DPS check. So we're gonna clear out a way and make sure we get all this gold. So at some point in the game, I basically just use my doppelganger so I can do just do crits the whole time. How do I get those? Oh no, here comes the like griffin birds. The griffin birds are strong. I don't think I can reach those ones. They're kind of stuck in that building. Oh, we're level 69 right now. Nice. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna bother with that. I'm not gonna bother with this. I think we can do don't show again. Well, no, we'll keep it up we'll keep it up for like a couple more videos. So you can see all these guys are attracted to my doppelganger right now. It's lovely. These guys have a ton of HP. Alright, I don't want to take too much damage here. Let's try to get some health. Okay, there we go. Because the final boss is going to show up here. I'm going to save this chip. I don't know if they disappear or not, but I'm going to save this chip for... I'm going to try to save this chip. Yeah, see, so here he is at 18 minutes. So let's pick this up. So you can see he automatically starts off with way less health. He doesn't do a lot of different attacks. He's mostly just huge and runs around. So just kind of make sure you're not in his path when he comes. I do think there is a time limit too. I think if you don't kill him by 20 minutes, you basically... I don't know what happens if you don't kill him, actually. I know there's a portal that we're kind of being squished into. So you'll see once we kill him, we're going to kind of try to converge in on the middle of wherever this poison is pushing us into. And then you need to make sure that you make it into the portal before the level ends. Alright, where is he? There he is. Alright, let's get all our crits going. So we got about 30 seconds left to kill him. What's over where? Uh-oh. Alright, okay, so we killed him. Let's make sure we get all this gold. Try to get as much as we can before we have to make it to the middle. Oh, there's the chip. Now the chip shows up. I wish we would have gotten that before. See, so here's the portal. So I don't know what happens if you don't make it in the portal in time. We're not going to try it out right now. But in 5 seconds, it's going to open up. I don't know what happens. I don't even know if it matters. See, but then you just go to the portal. So there we go. We cleared the stage. Stage complete. You can check your stats. You can see what did the most damage. You can see our boomerangs did insane damage. That did definitely the most DPS. So that's pretty good. The boomerang, this is why I like the boomerang. It's such a good ability. Our fireballs did the second most. Flail did not quite the third most. The flails are good though because they provide knockback. This is kind of why I go with the flails a lot of the time. So that's a good kind of defensive weapon for us to pick. I don't necessarily pick it for the DPS. That's why I pick like the boomerang and the fireballs. Yo-Yo did okay. I mainly picked the Yo-Yo because I thought it was a cool ability to kind of show off here. We didn't unlock anything because you kind of have to use different abilities and different characters. So there we go. We won it. Stage cleared. It's cool how I like how you can see all this. You can see how many different enemy types we killed, how much gold we got. Or no, those weren't, that's not gold. That's how many. Wow, we killed 14,000 skulls. That's a lot of kills. Let's see. We killed 3 of these guys. We killed 1 final boss. So pretty sweet stuff. I like the final screen. And then there we go. We're done. And then it takes you back to the main screen, and then you can see if you unlocked anything new or if you want to upgrade the rest of your stuff with the money you have. So you can see we got 3 hearts, 15 Damascus stones, 15k gold. So like now if I want to upgrade like some of these abilities, we can go do that now. So here's like, you need the time stones to upgrade some of these. use gold to upgrade the health. We have a ton of that. So we're gonna upgrade, see, like, here's the relic slots. So some characters, I guess, can maybe have more relic slots. I'm not sure if at some point in the game you can upgrade all of this stuff. I don't know if, like, these eventually, I don't know if these ever unlock later in the game, but I don't think they do. I'm not really sure. But let's do, like, weapon slots. That's probably a good one because we have a couple hearts. Oh, we can't do that yet because I need to reach 5 minutes. Okay, so let's do, like, her max health then. We have a couple time stones. Let's do her max health. And then let's do her healing. Because Claire's definitely my favorite right now. She seems like she might be pretty cool too. I have to I'm trying to level her up a little bit more. Because she does wealth, luck, strength. And then she has she can get some pretty high max health. And then I really want to try this Boots of Fire. Let's actually upgrade that. So we'll upgrade her ability. And then I already have her legendary fireball. I think you can only get the legendary evolution when you pick the character that specializes in it. You could see that we played her and we got the fireball, but I don't think we can evolve it to legendary unless you play as this character. I think that's the only way you can do it. This one actually seems like it's really strong too, because I think on hit it's going to drop napalm. So it should be pretty powerful. But there we go. That is going to be it for our overview and gameplay of Time Survivors. I'll be doing a lot of video. You'll probably see a couple more videos today, and then you'll see a lot more videos throughout the week because I think this game is incredibly good. I think it's going to be one of the top tier survivor games out there. There's a lot to grind. There's a lot of fun things to do. And it's just, the gameplay is just really good. I like collecting all the resources. I always say this, that I enjoy it when games give me a reason to run around the map, and this game 100% does that. There's always reasons to run around, like if you're trying to collect relics, or you're collecting gold or power-ups from all the urns, and then there's boss fights. There's just a lot of fun stuff about this game, so I think it's just an incredible game. I also think it's only $5. I think it's $5 at release. That's an insane price for a game like this. You're gonna get, if you grind this game out, you're probably gonna get like 40 hours at least. I probably have close to 5 to 6, somewhere in that range. So, and I don't have everything unlocked yet or everything powered up. And I don't really think I'm that close either. Like, let's look real quick, because I don't think, like, I don't have about half of the, maybe not quite half, like I don't have like a third of the things unlocked. And you can see like my overall progression is only 18%, so I still have a lot to level up with all my abilities and things like that. There's just so much. Okay, I'm done talking, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, please please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a lot more Time Survivors coming out. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day.